May I come in, sir?
Yes, come in.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Please be seated.
Thank you, sir.
Are you vaccinated?
Yes, sir.
Fully vaccinated?
Yes, sir.
No symptoms of COVID?
No, sir.
You may remove your mask.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Please introduce yourself to the board, highlighting your educational qualification and experience, if any.
Sir, my name is Gamini Singla, and I have done my computer science engineering from Punjab Engineering College, Chandigarh. And post 2019, I have been preparing for civil services. And I was offered a job at JP Morgan, but I decided to pursue civil services examinations
So
preparation.
you are preferring a public life over your career in a private sector.
Yes, sir.
So what is so important and why are you so passionate about joining the public life?
So I am so passionate about joining the public life because I think it will give me immense satisfaction if I can do something good for the people at the ground level, and the kind of exposure that I can get by working in the services to different fields. And also it offers leadership positions at a very young age. So I think these are the factors, and the satisfaction is the primary factor that I am here.
Okay, Gamini, today is Panchayati Raj Day. Are you aware of the fact that Panchayati Raj institutions were celebrated on this day only? So today is that day. Your birthday is on 2nd October. Mahatma Gandhi had once said that India lives in its villages, isn't it? And he believed that we cannot create a developed India without a prosperous rural India.
Yes, sir.
In the context of what I have told you just now, you tell me how the Panchayati Raj institutions were created, what was the purpose for creation of Panchayati Raj institutions, and what was the role of women envisaged in the Panchayati Raj, and what is the status today?
Okay, sir. Sir, Panchayati Raj institutions were brought by 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment Acts, and the purpose was the decentralization, basically, of the governance and the participation of the people at the ground level in the decision making through the Gram Sabhas. And it also led to women empowerment because it led to reservation of 1/3 of the reservation was given to women at the Panchayati Raj institution levels.
What are 3 tier institutions of Panchayati Raj?
So one is the village Gram Panchayat at the village level, then is the block level, and then is the Zilla Parishad at the Zilla level.
What is the role of the panchayats at these 3 levels? Briefly tell me.
Okay, sir. Sir, at the village level, the role is to involve people in the decision making, to hold Gram Sabhas, and there are also some taxation powers which are given to the Gram Panchayats, Panchayat heads. And sir, at the block level, it's also about the coordination of the activities of different departments. And at the district level, it's like, again, the coordination of the activities of the block and managing the district as a whole and carrying out the district administration in different spheres. One of them can be disaster management and like this.
Okay, wonderful. You tell me there was a reservation also given to the women in local self-government at the level of Panchayati Raj institutions. And the primary purpose was, according to me, 3. Number 1 was economic welfare of women and children. And other was participation of women in public life and empowerment of women as individuals. So have we achieved on those parameters?
So we have come too far and we are achieving. The process still goes on. But at the same time, sir, I think that there are some concepts of panchpatis, as we say, that the women are just ceremonial heads and they're not given the power, if we see. So these are some of the challenges, but still this institution has given women a power. Their voice is being heard now. And as you said, sir, they are being empowered because now they feel that they can also make decisions, and they are empowering women alongside. Many other women are looking up to them, and they are getting motivated by the leadership roles which are held by the women at the panchayat level. So I think it has been a success, but the steps need to be taken further to improve it.
Can you give any example of women doing wonderful work at the local level, at the panchayat level?
So there are multiple women, but now...
so name a few, if you are able to recollect.
So at this moment, I am unable to recall, but I've studied about some.
Okay, you are from Punjab. So how many villages are there in Punjab and where Panchayati Raj institutions, I mean, how many institutions are there, panchayats and all? Any idea? How many villages for that matter to begin with?
So I'm unaware of the number of villages, but I know the number of districts that we have in Punjab.
So do you think that number one, Panchayati Raj institutions, is it a three-tier Panchayati Raj institution in Punjab or otherwise?
So it's a three-tier institution, but in some areas it is said that if the population is lesser, then we can have 2 tiers and the block level can be missed.
What do you think that Panchayati Raj institutions have been given powers for local governance and all that? What do you think needs to be done to make it more powerful and more vibrant?
So I think there can be multiple steps that can be taken for empowerment of Panchayati Raj institutions. First is the improvement of the fund devolution to the Panchayati Raj institutions. Second could be the information education activities to tell them about what powers they hold. Sometimes they are not even aware of the powers they have and what good they can do. So we can run campaigns about telling about the good work that has been done by the Panchayati Raj institutions in various parts of the countries. Third can be their taxation powers are underutilized. So to make them aware of the taxation powers and to help them in utilizing them further. Fourth can be the infrastructure also, specifically the digital infrastructure and the digital literacy, so that they can use the digital mediums to help in the governance.
Has the Government of India taken any steps towards this digital, making panchayats more digital?
Yes, sir, there are some steps. One is the Digital India program, and under that we have BharatNet program to connect the Gram Panchayats with the internet connectivity. And apart from that, sir, we also have common service centers specifically for the agriculture, e-agriculture services to be provided at the local level. So these are some of the, and recently, sir, e-Swaraj was also a scheme which was introduced for digitization of the land and utilization of the satellites for the mapping of the lands, unutilized lands.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
very
sir.
much.
Gamini, are you comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Gamini, what is the meaning of your name?
So my name means to walk.
Yeah.
To walk.
To walk.
Yes, sir.
Any synonyms of this name?
So it has been used in Lopat Gamini to tell about the train's movement further. So one is from that. And mainly it is a name which is used by the Sinhalese community in Sri Lanka, sir.
Okay. Gamini, so how many miles you walk in a day?
Sir, approximately 1.8 miles, 3 kilometers I tend to walk a day. Yes, sir.
On a regular basis?
Yes, I try to do that on a regular basis.
Okay, Gamini. Gamini, you have used Ms Singla.
Yes, sir.
In your mail. What is this gem and why you have used this?
This is something which has been given by my father to me. So he used to call me that you are not Gamini, you are Gemini because you are a gem of a person. So I had used this in my email ID and it continues since I have made it for the first time.
So you are a gem of a person. Do
Yes,
you
sir,
believe in this?
Yes, sir, I believe in that.
What are the most important traits of your personality?
So one is that I'm a compassionate and a very empathetic human being. I can understand the needs of the other persons and I can go an extra mile to help them further. Second, sir, I am a very honest person. So I believe in my moral uprightness and whatever moral values that my parents have given me. So I believe in them. So second is that. Third, sir, leadership qualities. I believe that I have held some positions and I have been able to gather some experience in that field. So these are some of the personality traits.
Can you recollect GEM policies of the Government of India?
Yes, sir. Government e-marketplace?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. It is a marketplace that has been made by the Government of India for public procurement in a transparent manner. And so it serves both the purposes. One, it makes it transparent. And secondly, all the vendors, the MSMEs and the poor people or the rural people, they can directly sell their goods to the government through this platform. So I think it serves a twin purpose.
What is the current status of women empowerment in India?
So women empowerment, we can look from multiple angles. So if we have to look from the labor force participation rate, that unfortunately has declined in the past. But on the other parameters like IMR and MMR, maternal mortality rate, and on the health factors, through various schemes we have improved. And the sex ratio also continues to improve, but we need to take further steps in that as well. And fourthly, sir, political empowerment.